गुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णकरुणासिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते आञ्जकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। Let me share this screen.
His dog, you go pat his dog and scratch him under the chin, and you made a friend with the big man. It's a very simple example, and it's true. The approach of the big man is through those who are dear to the big man, his children or his dog or his, underlings, those that are dependent upon him. Respect them, and you've made friendship with the big man, or Bhagavan, the biggest. Then there's another nice example in Ramayana, how to exhibit etiquette towards those who show us wrong. In this painting, we know who that is. On the left is Mantra. And on the right, that's Kaikeyi. And Mantra, standing on the balcony of the palace, she looked out and she saw this commotion going on. She wanted to know from others what's going on. Oh, didn't you hear? The coronation of Ram is going to happen today. Oh, no. She scurried inside. Mantra was a hunchback lady, kind of her crooked in body and crooked in nature, both. And she was the maid servant of Kaikeyi, and she persuaded, without all the back and forth, she persuaded Kaikeyi to stop the coronation. Do you remember when, my dear Mistress Kaikeyi, when Dasarath made a promise to you, you saved his life without all the details, and he promised you he would give you 2 boons, anything you want, and you said, there's nothing I need, I'll ask later. Remember that? Now is the time to ask. And here's what you should ask. 1, Ram will not become the king. My son Bharata will become the king. Go ask Dasarath for that boon. The second one, his eldest son, Ram, should be banished to the forest for 14 years. So there. And there was big chaos. He couldn't say it. Ram came, and Kaikeyi said it. She just repeated the words of Mantra. She got duped by Mantra. But she was the one that said it. So here she's taking off her necklace or ornament and giving it to her maid servant, Mantra. So sure enough, Ram went to the forest for 14 years. That's a long time to go into the forest. He didn't go alone. He went with 2 people. One, his wife, and the other was Lakshman. So there's a nice passage. He never said a bad word to anyone at any time ever about this bad activity of Kaikeyi. He never spoke it. He never felt it. Being banished to the forest for 14 years when you're supposed to become the king is like atrocious. Without mentioning names, some other people would really not go for it at all. On the 13th year, approximately, there was a statement made by Lakshman. Lakshman is there holding some fruits that he gathered in the forest to serve to Ram and Sita. And he was thinking, I'm with you, but our other brother Bharata, he's not. He's back in Ayodhya, and who knows the grief that he's undergoing in separation. At least we're in the forest, but I have your association, and I'm fully satisfied with, doesn't matter the austerities and hardships. But his hardship is he has no association with you. Poor Bharata. He must be suffering very greatly. And meditating upon Bharata, he started to speak some unkind words about Bharata's mother, Kaikeyi. And Ramchandra cut him off. Said, don't speak about Kaikeyi. Speak only about Bharata. I mean, don't fault find. There may be justice in this was a wrongdoing. And you can say, this was a wrongdoing. But Ram wouldn't hear it. He didn't allow him to speak. He never spoke, and he didn't allow Lakshman to speak. No hurt feelings, please. No blaming some other person. Similarly, in this connection, there's a very nice story that's in Krishna's pastimes. The painting on the right shows an event that happened where a king, very charitable king, had the practice of giving cows in charity to brahmanas. Kings do that. So he would liberally give cows and cows and many cows and many cows and many cows. And one occasion, the cow that he gave to a brahmana wandered back into the herd. He gave the very same cow to brahmana number 2. And when brahmana number 1 saw that he gave his cow to brahmana number 2, he became very angry. Not at the brahmana number 2, but at the king. Look what you've done. You've given you've given a gift to a brahmana, and then you've taken it back and given it to another brahmana. You can't do that. This is very bad. I curse you. You become a lizard. Ooh. And the brahmana's curse happened. And that's what happened over there. This was just prior to the time of Krishna. So Krishna was with the cowherd boys in the forest, and he saw, because he knew he's omniscient, down at the bottom of the well, there's this lizard. So Krishna extended his arm, because he can do that. Boarding house reach, he just reached to the bottom of the well, touched the lizard, picked the lizard up, and then the painting on the right. He pulled them out of the well, and then from the lizard body came the cursed brahmana. He liberated the brahmana who became a lizard by the curse of another brahmana. And when Prabhupada narrates this story, he narrates it with this lesson. Don't blame the instrument of your karma. Sometimes, maybe too often, but sometimes at least, sometimes bad things happen to us. And often there's an instrument of that bad thing, and we blame the instrument of that bad thing. You're to blame for this, and pointing the fingers, or at least in the mind going rah 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 rah. It happens. Maybe you're fortunate it's never happened to you, but I know it happens. So the lesson is, don't blame the instrument of your own karma. rather accept if there's misfortune, there's something back there that's the cause of the misfortune. At least in terms of worldly behavior, good karma, good result. Bad karma, bad result. You cause pain and suffering for others, you're going to get that pain and suffering that comes back to you. The lesson is don't give cows in charity to Brahmana because you might have a mishap. Give cows in charity to Brahmanas. Or give gifts in charity, give whatever you have in charity to Brahmanas. Because it's pleasing to Krishna. That's why we do. Krishna likes when the Brahmanas are maintained. Because the Brahmanas, they don't maintain us financially, but the Brahmanas maintain us spiritually. And that's very dear to Krishna. Those who maintain spiritually, maintain others, that's dear to Krishna. So their charity is given to them. Not only to them, charity in principle. That's another example of Maryada Purushottama, of Lord Ramachandra. Here's another, a very nice example, very easy to understand example. On the left, it shows Hanuman being bound with ropes, because Hanuman, for your information, a group of us will be going to Sri Lanka and hearing all about Sundarakanda, for those of you that know a little bit about the background. Sundarakanda is all about like 3.5 days of Hanuman's life. A whole kanda dedicated to him, maybe 36 hours, whatever it is. He went all the way across the ocean to carry a message to Sita. He carried Ram's ring to show Sita, I'm representing your beloved Lord Ramachandra. Here's his ring. And many things happened. And after securing Sita's confidence that Ramchandra would come and redeem her, she became somewhat pacified. It's very difficult residing in Ravana's kingdom. He told at the end of 30 days, if I don't submit to him, he'll come and eat me, cut me up and chop me up and make me his breakfast. Ravana's not a nice guy. Before that happens, if Ram doesn't come, I'm going to enter into fire and take my life. So Hanuman's got to hurry up and get back and redeem Sita with Ram doing at the head. So, but he decides to teach a lesson. Those of you that are familiar with Ramayana, you know the story, the history. He went into this spectacularly beautiful garden and made a mess. He took trees and broke off trees and took an iron rod and just like whacking, just mutilating the garden. And many things happened. Finally, the painting on the left, he was tied up because he wanted to see Ravana. He wanted to come before Ravana and take a look at him. Like, what did he look like? So he had 10 heads, and it's something very awesome to look at. But Ravana decided that he should be killed. He's a spy on behalf of Ramachandra. He should be killed. Now that's the next slide. This is Hanuman being brought before the 10-headed Ravana. This is Vibhishan offering his obeisances at the feet of Ravana. And he ordered that he be killed, but Vibhishan spoke against it because Vibhishan was an emblem of virtue, even in this bad place in Ravana's kingdom. And it's against the codes of Dharma. You don't kill a messenger. You can punish him, you can cause him discomfort, but you can't kill him. So that's where it was decided that he would burn his tail. And with his tail burning, he set the whole of Lanka on fire. That's how Hanuman was treated as the messenger from Ram. And then once Ravana knew that the whole army was on the other side of the sea, he sent a spy. The spy's name was Sukha. Sukha had a mystic power. He could assume different shapes. He assumed the shape of a bird. And the purpose of Sukha's going, according to Valmiki Ramayana, was to convey a message to the monkey king Sugriva, basically saying, Sugriva, why are you doing this? I haven't done anything to harm you. You should give up this idea, you and your hordes of warriors, very terrible warriors. Give it up. And, go back home and, let's have peace instead of war, kind of a message. So Sukha was supposed to convey that message. Somehow, Sukha's identity was discovered. They grabbed him. And once they grabbed him, they started beating him and harassing him and threatening him. And there was this big clamor. Ram came along and saw what was going on. He said, stop. What's going on? They said, he's a spy sent by Ravana. And Ram said, that's okay. Let's give him royal treatment. And then Ram spoke to him and said, if you want to see my armies, I'll give you a tour personally. And you can take that message back to Ravana. Just see the massive size of the army. Ravana, give back Sita. And everything will be nice. You can deliver that message. Come, I'll show you personally. And then Sugriva spoke, the king, monkey king, spoke and said, this is from Ramayana, Ravana should be informed that I am neither his friend nor his well-wisher. Indeed, he has formed an enmity with Ram and is thus my sworn enemy as well. For stealing Sita from Ram, the demon deserves death at my hands, and that he shall receive in due course. So Sukha went back and gave the message to to Ravana, who was furious. He wanted to put his messenger to death, but he was spared because he was just delivering a message, relaying a message back from Sugriva. Then he decided.
Hare Krishna. We will pause here today. Any reflection, thoughts, questions? Let me stop sharing. Anyone who would like to start? Sarvari Mataji, as usual, yes. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Never blame the instrument of your karma. So that is what I like the most. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you for highlighting the very big statement, or we can try throughout our life to follow that. Thank you, Mataji. Anyone else?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Kumarika here.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam. I liked when he said that one who maintains the spiritual well-being of a person need to be given respect and they need to receive charity. So I was thinking how dear Guru Maharaj and all those Vaishnavas who are actually looking after our spiritual well-being. That's all. Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Ashok Prabhu, Chandan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So
Hare Krishna.
here we can understand how the respect is like based on the personalities. So means how we are thinking in our internally, it will come out as. So generally, so even Ravana, how he treated the same and how Rama treated. So we can understand how the respect could be in a different ways. The same perception. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu. I see some. Dear Lalit Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Some appreciation for Maharaj. If we, in Ramayana, that we understand that Valmiki Rishi, Valmiki sage Valmiki, he was blessed that not only he will be able to know what happened in the entire episode of Ramayana, but he will experience the emotions of each character in the Ramayana. So, and that's what, like, while he was writing this epic of Ramayana, so each character, these emotions, feelings he was experiencing, and obviously was, having a, he was enjoying that part also. So, same way, I feel that Maharaj also, he, the same, he's also experiencing while narrating each pastime, anything he wants to elaborate or anything he wants to share. So he's experiencing what each character is experiencing, which is he's describing. And I think that's why even if it is things are repetitive, we all know the story, but we can also feel that joy internally, and we feel, okay, it should continue, it should not stop. That's small sharing. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for mentioning. Yes, it was really, I had to pause, otherwise it was like, okay, continue and keep on listening. Thank you. Any Mataji who have not spoken last few days? Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Then
I joined little bit late, Mataji, but yeah, Maharaj was speaking about, if I heard correctly, whatever the situation is there around us, we should not leave our dharma as Vibhishan. There was no conducive environment around him, but still he was following his dharma. So yeah, for us also sometimes the situation comes, we should not leave our dharma. We should be abide by our whatever the things we should. And the second things, like Maharaj was mentioning, when Shuk came to
I
visit
missed
the
you, Prabhu. I
army
don't know
sent
if
by
it's only
Ravana.
me or.
Hello? Is it okay
Am
now?
I audible?
Yeah, I can hear you, Mataji.
Yeah, we
Hello?
can hear, but there
Hare
is
Krishna.
between some interruption. Yes, no, Chandan Prabhu. We
Okay.
can hear you, but interruptions. Yeah.
Is it okay
Okay.
now?
So, can others hear Chandan Prabhu? I can't hear him.
Yes.
Mataji, I can hear both of you clearly. Hare
Yes.
Krishna.
Okay, good, good.
Is it okay now?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. So, Mataji, I was saying, about the Vibhishan, he followed his dharma, but the about around him there was no
Sorry,
conducive
Chandan Prabhu,
environment.
I am unable to hear you. So I don't know if you have. Finished.
Okay, Mataji.
Mataji, we are able
I
to
will
hear.
speak.
We are able to hear him, Mataji.
Yeah, we are able to hear him very clearly, Mataji.
I
All
don't know why. Why only me? Something probably went wrong. Okay, so
Okay, I think there is no point of repeating the about Vishnu. Then and the second part I liked about the Lord Ram. When Ravana sent Suk, his messenger, a spy, to see the army of Lord Ram. Lord Ram was very confident. Okay, and he allowed, if you want to see my army, you can go and see. So because Lord Rama, since he is a Lord, he was knowing what is going to happen. But still, if for even human being, if we are in the religion side, dharma side, we should have confidence. Because in the last, maybe for sometimes the adharmic persons can win for sometimes or in some circumstances, but the last win comes under the dharma side only. That should have the confidence. I understood from this message from what Maharaj was giving. I like Mataji. Maharaj ji is very very like in ISKCON. I see, especially our Maharaj ji loves the Ramayana. Nobody loves like Maharaj ji. Whenever I went to Yatra or sometimes from the Sundarkand and other times, Maharaj ji lovely speaks about the Ramayana. And yeah, I like this part, Mataji. Yes, Hare Krishna.
thank you, Prabhu. Sorry, I could hear only the last part before I couldn't hear. So thank you for highlighting the qualities of Maharaj. Yes, he really narrates it beautifully. Okay, Shampun Prabhu, are you there?
Hare Krishna, my father is not there.
Oh, so you are representing now. Now you have to answer other things. You have to speak on behalf of your father. Okay, just joking. Okay, all right. So, do we have any question which we can keep for Shampun Prabhu? If not today, probably tomorrow. Harisham Prabhu, would you like to speak?
Nothing from my side, Mataji.
Okay, fine.
Mataji, one question here, like Sukha means here that Sukha is Sukadev Goswami in that Ramayana. We can see that way, or I'm just thinking on that, or it's a different one.
I think there should not be any
Maybe Sukha is a
connection.
parrot. That's why they are saying like that. Otherwise,
Yeah, there shouldn't be any connection. But if Harisham Prabhu, if you have any insights.
No, these are the spies, right? Spies of Shuka and Sarana.
Yeah, so name is same,
No,
right?
okay.
The Shuk.
No. There's no connection.
There is no connection. Yeah.
These are Ravana's spy and Shukdev Goswami is a different personality.
Okay. So if I talk about myself, then it's the one line what Sarvari Mataji also highlighted. Never blame the instrument of your own karma. So it's very easy to listen or say, but when it comes to implement it practically, it is equally difficult or even more than that difficult, because we attach our feelings, our emotions, and other things with what happened. And what to talk about ourselves, like we are very lower. I mean, when I see even the Lakshmana couldn't uh, do it as well as Rama was doing. So there was some solace that we are trying, we can try, and whatever success we achieve in doing that, we should be happy and try for little more, because actually walking this talk is if someone can do it, they, I mean, I think that if I can do this, I will achieve the dream come true kind of situation. So yeah, that is what I wanted to share. And definitely we have to respect the Vaishnavas and Brahmanas, those who are trying to protect us from all other miseries. Yes, Prabhu. Jagannath Prabhu. Yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
I just wanted to say that our thoughts, when we get angry, if we think that somebody has wronged us or something, is self-centered. But Lakshmana is pure emotion. He was angry because of his great love for Ram. If it is God-centric, then his emotions are not comparable to ours. That is what I wanted to tell you, Mataji. That's what I understand.
Okay. I think you are right, Mataji. And so we should see in that perspective only, Mataji. Yes, correct. Thank you. Thank you for correction, Mataji.
In fact, they say that if you are angry, your anger can also be channelized rightly, like Hanuman's anger was channelized for the sake of Ramachandra. So, like that, if you are angry, if a Vaishnava is wronged, or if a Vaishnava aparadh happens, if somebody decries somebody of great. So, if you are angry for those reasons, if somebody blasphemes God or Guru, then you should become angry. So that is all not self-centered anger. But what we show is me, like.
Yes, understood, Mataji. So that is how we should actually see. Thank you. Thank you for correcting me, Mataji. Okay, so I think we don't have any other question or any other sharing, so we can close it early today. We'll resume again tomorrow. Thank you, dear devotees.